Greetings from Lisbon, Portugal. This port is so absolutely beautiful. We got here before the sun came up this morning and just look at how gorgeous this is. Just amazing. Oh my God, this place is so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Hands down, the most gorgeous port so far that we've pulled into. I mean, you've got the cathedral up there, you've got the museum. It is so absolutely beautiful, but we have to go explore Lisbon, so I'm excited. Let's do it. I just can't get enough of it. I really can't. So that was my tiny little quick jaunt to the port of Lisbon, Portugal. Now, the reason it was so short, I literally went out, we had a fabulous little lunch, jumped in a tuk-tuk, rode up the mountain, saw some beautiful panoramic views of the city, and got to know different parts and different neighborhoods of the city, and then we came right back. The reason it was so short was because today was an embarkation and de-embarkation day. Disembarkation, de-embarkation, I'm not even sure. For all the other people. We are on a back-to-back, but it can be a little confusing and definitely very, very crazy. So if this is something that you're thinking about doing, make sure that you really check with everyone across the board. Like, we had to wear a sticker, we had to have a letter, we had to have our passports. You just wanted to be sure because everybody else, I mean, 99% of the people are getting on brand new, so they have to go through a lot more security, get their passports checked, all of that. They have to check in, they have to get their card. We had all of that already, but as you can imagine, the line was insanity. So that's something you really, really want to be aware of, and just sort of like, just know that when you're, you have a landing spot if you're going to do this back-to-back thing, which is amazing. But you're definitely going to be dealing with that because everybody, of course, has to go through the same port, in and out of it. So it actually worked out really well. It wasn't too bad. They did have people, as soon as we put that sticker on that said, we're back to back, the sticker literally said, I'm still vacationing, which was fantastic. Everyone did recognize it, and they pushed us through, and we went to the front of every line and then had a special line and all of that. So it worked out really well, but we just wanted to be really, really careful about the whole thing because you just never really know. All the ports are very different, and sometimes you'll see Norwegian cruise people in terms of staff, but other times it's just, the port people for that country, so they may or may not know, what they've been telling us. Anyway, it was just a thing where we were just wary of the whole thing, and I think rightfully so, just because we've never done it before. So it worked out really well. It was pretty seamless. I'm glad we did what we did, though, because had we gone out a little bit further, spent a little bit more time, I would have been a little bit more frantic to kind of get back and make sure that, everything was cool and that we didn't end up having to wait in that huge, huge line. Once you've done it once, of course you have to do it once to get on in the first place, but once you do it, it's really kind of wonderful because they take care of you so you don't have to do it again. So now we were on to leg 2, and I can't think of a better way to set sail than from Lisbon, Portugal. So I have to say, we had a phenomenal time in Lisbon. It was very short. Again, this is my tasting menu of Europe. So we had a little taste. We had a beautiful lunch, absolutely beautiful, relaxing. It was very hot out. So I was glad we found a place pretty quickly, very close to the port. There's lots of places within a couple blocks. Immediately jumped in a tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk took us around. I think it was like 50 euros to go around for about 45 minutes, an hour. He took us all over the place, showed us different neighborhoods, and of course took us up to the top of the mountain to see the most gorgeous views, see the church, all of that. Absolutely fantastic. I will definitely be back here. This is definitely a place to come back for days at a time, for sure, because there's a lot that needs to be explored here. It is so charming, those beautiful little stairwells and alleyways and all those little neighborhoods way tucked up into the mountain. There's so much that I would love to explore, so I will definitely come back here for sure. And the one thing I love about Lisbon, if you do love cruising, this is a major hub to start and stop cruises, so it happens a lot. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you soon.